Hello, my name's Ed Kowalski. I'm with Weller Truck Parts Inside Sales Team here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Today we're together looking to do some yoke identification. First of all, we need to determine who manufactured the yoke. We have two examples here. It's not all the examples that are available, but two of the major examples, being Rockwell Meritor or Dana Spicer. We start with the Rockwell on this side, and this would be an RPL series followed by a mechanic series, and then these are Spicer. We have the Legacy or Heritage, and then we have the Spicer SPL. Today we'll start with the simplest one. We'll do the Spicer Legacy series. Ideally, the tools you need for these would be a yoke ruler, and this is going to have your U-joint sizes, all of your measurements. But if you don't have this, you can contact Weller Truck Parts, and they are available. We can get you one. It can also be done with a simple ruler and a scale. Marker and a pen to write down your progress. Obviously a notepad to keep your progress on. So first of all, we're going to start with identifying the U-joint series. What we want to do is measure outside to outside of the yoke, and we're coming up about 6 1/16. We're going to write that down. We want to determine, is it standard service or what we called easy service? Easy service would be very similar to the SPL series, where it would have straps on top. Obviously, this is cast round. It's going to be a full service. Next, we're going to measure height of the yoke, which is always measured to the center point of the U-joint. And we're looking about 5 1/3 inches. Next, we want to pull out our scales. We're going to measure cap diameter. I'm at 1.935. So if I look up my 6 1/8 by 1.35, I find that that is a 1710 series U-joint. So if I open my book and I go to 1710, which is a standard yoke catalog, also available online at wellertruck.com. Under support, documents and media, type in J300P-4 and search. We determined it's 1710. We determined full round, standard service. That gets us where we need to be. So now we need to determine spline count, depth through the hole, and spline dimension. Splines are what we see here. Basically the bumps in the center. What we're going to do currently is count the highest spot of those ridges. That would be this area right here. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to count from the back. Be sure to mark each spline as I go around, not to count them twice. And I'm counting 46 splines. I'll make note of that. Now I want to measure the spline diameter. Spline diameter is measured by the furthest distance across the splines. So instead of counting the peaks like we just did, we're going to measure the valley of the splines. And I got 2.39 inches. So our spline is 46, 2.39. If you're measuring the differential, you may notice it's 46 by 2.38. They make a little bit of difference in the yoke so it slides on easier. Next, we're going to want to measure the seal diameter. Seal diameter is measured at 3.25. Seal diameter is 3.25. Now we'll measure depth through the hole. That's 2.34 inches. Now that we have our measurements, we have the height, we know what the U-joint series is, we know the spline count, spline diameter, seal, depth through the hole, we can now walk over to our catalog. One thing we want to check is to see if there's an indent or if that's a flush mount. And then we go to our yoke book. So we determine 1710. Then we need to look at our spline. We have a spline of 46 by 39. 46 by 39, 1710. Our seal surface is the next line item, or major diameter spline. Seal surface is 3.25. Length through the hole, we've got 2.328. We said our yoke was roughly 5 1/3 inches tall, 5.391. Seems like it lines right up. That would make our yoke number 6-4-7181X. That's exactly what we came up with. If you need one of these yokes, we have them available new and refurbished at Weller Truck Parts at 1-800-872-6697, or you can reach us online at wellertruck.com. Thank you for watching.